Hello. It's Joe.
Looks like they updated the ad blocking resources. Yep. All right, let's whoopsie daisy. Here we go. Hi everybody. How's it going? I do have a Spotify playlist. Maybe this is the time to give that one a go as our background music. Joe pretending to be a 40s hard-boiled detective. Oh. Were you feeling intimidated to give me information? I don't know if hard-boiled means I'm like a good detective or a stern detective, or I don't know. I'd like to think that maybe I'd be like Jack Nicholson in the film Chinatown, but mostly because I have a crush on Jack Nicholson, which might not make sense if I want to be him. I want to like mirror his swag. Anyway, happy Thursday! It is! Nailed it. First try. I think it's normally hardened. I guess that would make sense, yeah, hard-boiled detective. Did someone say hard-boiled? Look at these eggs, properly accredited now to their maker, the amazing Cathedora. Welcome, Kamira. As I said, Kimchi is currently downstairs. We'll see if he graces us with his presence. I'm not familiar with Isabel Hagen. Also, everyone, yay! Give a warm welcome to lovely Becca, who is able to join us today. The first stream you were gone, Katana and company was like, we miss Becca. Celestial, welcome. TMK, L. That's so cool that you saw a string quartet in a movie theater. Was it like before maybe they showed that new Ghibli film? Is it The Boy and the Heron? Is that what it's called? Elton, welcome. Brian. I've only heard of music once in a movie theater before a showing. They do candlelight concerts there. That's so cool. I want to do that. They do that at the Parthenon here in Nashville. In case you didn't know, Nashville has an actual sized replica of the Parthenon in one of our parks. I guess we hosted the World Trade Fair or something like that, where they build replicas of a lot of world monuments. And when they were tearing everything down, Nashville voted to keep the Parthenon because they thought it was a symbol of power. Yes. I didn't know this before I moved here though, so one night I was at a super dive bar, super dive bar, where like the floors are so sticky your shoes stick to the floor, kind of a vibe. And we were all drinking at this said venue. Yes, it was a band from Boston, so a lot of the Berkeley kids that moved down here went out to see it. And we walked outside, and lit up on the top of the hill was the Parthenon. And I guess none of us knew that it existed there. So we stared for a moment, and then without exchanging a single word to each other, we just started sprinting towards the Parthenon, just like yelling, like, "Rah!" Obviously the doors were locked, but it was pretty exciting. That's how I learned about that. But anyway, they do candlelit shows there. That took me a long time to get to the point of that story. For Kamira, I've discovered recently that even though singing is my much more experienced instrument, I am way better at sight reading on the violin. Was wondering if you noticed yourself being better at sight reading on instruments than others. That's a good question. I think that with sight reading on like piano especially, I get overwhelmed because there's so many lines of notes to keep in mind at the same time, whereas violin is one line. I'm a pretty good sight singer and a pretty good sight reader. I'm okay at sight reading on the violin. Guitar and bass are harder because the different clefs. So I guess when there's like different clefs involved or multiple lines, I get a bit more overwhelmed. Yeah, so you can go inside the Parthenon, and they have usually a variety of different like art exhibits showcased in the middle floor. On the first floor, they just show you the documentation of why there is a Parthenon in Nashville. And then at the very top, you get to see the replica statue of Athena, which is shocking. Because you know how for like historical statues, a lot of them were actually painted in full color, but as time and weather aging got onto the statues, they've been bleached white. So they have this massive painted, horrific statue of Athena, and it is huge. It is massive. Me and my parents went to see it, and we both stared up at it, and were stifling our laughs. We were like the only people laughing in there because it was so shockingly unappealing to look at. And we giggled about it the rest of the day. We're like, why did they build that big ugly statue? Yeah, she has like gold emblems on it and stuff. And of course, we don't know exactly what the statue of Athena looks like. So it's just an artist's best guess at what they thought it looked like. But y'all, do a Google search. It's kind of gnarly looking. Palmsap welcome, as well as Jess Does Things. What kind of things does Jess do? I'm very curious. As for me, on my day, well, it's not my day off. On Wednesdays, I teach lessons and do some violin practice, a more like serious kind of practice session. I was having a bit of a hard day with allergies, so I kept it pretty easy beyond that. I kind of asked for it. I was feeling cooped up, but I didn't know if I felt like running with my allergies the way they've been, so I just went for a long walk, which was really nice and good for my brain, but my body did start to let me know it was upset with going outside. So, I'm just kind of dealing with a bit of chest pain, headaches, and really light on breath. I get it every single year, so it's nothing to be concerned about. I just get really bad pollen allergies at the beginning of spring. So I'm just taking it easy. Maddie, she was a part of the company, Becca. Who missed you? I saw you write "and company?" ? Dusky, welcome. How are you? Heck yeah, Elton, I'm proud of you. I know that we're both on a goal to try and just get outside more. I was feeling really anxious yesterday and was starting to feel kind of sad and was like, okay, this means I have to go. I have to go outside. And I do think it helped a little bit. It made it easier to sit down and play Zelda later and enjoy it. Maddie, so sweet. The warm welcome's back for Becca. Welcome, Moo. How are you? Happy Thursday to you as well. This morning, I just did a little bit of cleanup around the house, and I sat down to do that new transcription I was talking to you guys about. It happened midstream. I was listening to a Xenoblade Chronicles playlist, and one song came on where I just like closed my eyes, listened to it on stream, and was smiling, probably blushing, because it just made me have really good, happy feels. So I sat down this morning and I wrote it out. Beautiful. I did the harmony line too because I really like the harmony. And it's a rather short piece, so I thought maybe the second time through I could play the harmony on it. And I finished up my transcription of Dance of the Moonlight Jellies from Stardew Valley, which is one of my favorite tracks. I don't know how I'm going to do it yet, but I think I'm going to try and make some sort of a loop of it. That one's going to be a bit more experimental. I teased it a while ago in Cathador. I remember you getting excited. So I was like, I need to finish the Stardew Valley one. Not only for Cathador, but for all of y'all. But Cathador was on my mind. Look at you, Joe. Big girl sponsors and all that. Girl, Becca. I even did like a little cook with me video that I edited. I was very proud of myself. Not only for doing the cooking and all that stuff, but what I made actually tasted really, really good. And that was a huge victory because I haven't used my stovetop. I don't even know how long ago. I mainly just use my air fryer to heat up pizza and my microwave. But now I have unlocked a new first stage of ability. But yes, I'm absolutely thrilled to have gotten the sponsor with HelloFresh. It was really, really fun. And on top of that, any interest that you guys take in it also helps support the stream. So if you're looking to also try and get into the cooking realm with a competent guide holding your hand, highly recommend. New skill unlocked. I play games so much that I feel like I do think of like the little trophies going off when I accomplish things. And it helps motivate me, not gonna lie. What should I start with today? Let's do the classic First Steps from Unravel. It's a good one. Anything else I need to talk shop about? I don't think so. I was slacking for a bit, admittedly, on uploading the VODs onto the YouTube channel. I apologize for that. I feel like I usually do very well and go through slumps where I just forget. But everything is at least in there. They're going to be released every day, and we should be caught up by next week with all the more recent streams. So if that's something you've been waiting for, that is the schedule they will be released. I will do my best to try and be better at keeping consistent with that upload schedule. Gonna be here for like an hour before I have to head out. You might see me again tomorrow, Monday. Really glad to see you again. It's great to see you too, Becca. I hope that you're doing well. IDRK, welcome. I think someone's doing something to their lawn, but it sounds like there's like a massive frog outside my window. Maybe there is. Well, I am playing Tears of the Kingdom, and they have these giant frog boss battles that I have not been messing with. No thank you. It looks very overwhelming. And I've been playing a lot of that, so now I'm afraid that's lurking in my front yard. But Kimchi's the first line of defense downstairs, so I guess I'm fine for at least a little bit. actually felt very comfortable. I'm really happy about that. I hate to admit it, but like every time I play violin, I feel like I don't know what kind of violin day I'm gonna have. Each day, like, particular traits of it are easy and some are difficult. Well, I don't think anything about it. Honestly, violin is easy. It's hard. I love the violin so much, but it's so damn hard sometimes. It can be a real heartbreaker. And when I was doing my morning warm-ups today for like an hour, I just felt like things weren't coming as easily as they do on other days. So I was kind of feeling a bit down on my playing, but that felt really comfortable. My teacher gave me kind of a interesting new strategy this week. She thinks that I'm almost in a way too good at being goal-oriented, where I'm always making these kind of goalposts and pushing them further and further. And tools like the metronome help me get there. But I'm becoming too rigid in those goals. So I was banned from using the metronome. And she told me to try and do more T-Rex arms because I'm resisting the weight of my arm. So as I'm playing for you guys, in my head, I keep thinking T-Rex, 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 heavy arm, heavy arm, heavy arm. And that's like the main goal. But yeah, like every day I play, even each finger for vibrato, I think about. And today, first finger is actually feeling really comfortable. Second's a little stiff, but just gonna keep going. And I know consistency and persistence is the best way to keep going towards it. Vinod, welcome. How are you today? Bonjour for Ballfrag. I hope you're well. Ooh, this cable's going. It's popping in and out. So we did a kind of folksy piece. I think I want to do a certain Dragon Quest piece. Doing great today. I'm very happy to hear that for Ballfrag. I'm doing pretty good. I hate to continue to complain about the same thing, but my allergies have kind of knocked me down a bit of a peg lately. I'm just out of breath a lot. Oh, did I say Dragon Quest? I meant, I meant Monster Hunter World. I guess Dragon and Monster were the same in my head. I can play Dragon Quest 2 though. But yeah, I've just been a bit short of breath lately. And my chest really has been sore. That one's not on my song list, bro. But if you want to check out my song list, you might find something you like. Let's see. So the piece I was thinking of was Burn a Village. I'm so excited to try out this new Xenoblade song that I learned for you guys this morning. I only wrote out the music, I haven't tried to play it yet. So I'm excited to actually try it for the first time, but I thought I'd wait just a moment. Burn a Village. Incoming. Ventrilo, thank you. Oh my god, a new sub? Oh wait, I recognize you, Chalkwitch. You did like a double raid with... Was it? Don't tell me. Don't they have 69 in their name? I don't know if I'm remembering that right. Yes! Thank you for the sub! How are you? Squisher! Thank you! Was that right? In my head, I was thinking how proud I was that I hit the high note in tune, and then I played the complete wrong note the next one. So I guess that is a lesson within itself. For Chris, or Crisis Cloud, my apologies. Thank you for 500 bits, kicking off the hype train. And again, Chonkwitch, a fellow streamer, thank you so much. Both of you guys get priority requests if that's something that you'd like, so I can say thank you for the sub and the bits. Thundrillium for 32 months. Thank you so very much. That also gives you a priority request if that's something you'd like. For Chonkwitch, thank you. This one is kind of scary to play over because I don't think it's perfectly in tune to 440. 440 is a frequency of pitch that's kind of standardized for being in tune. And it's what I tune my violin to. So if I play over a recording that's not in 440, it can make it a little prickly on the ears. Let's do a piece that doesn't get a lot of playtime, but is very pretty. It's called The Drifting Village. And I'm opening up my priority list over here so I can be caught up on when we get priority requests rolling in. I like this piece a lot, The Drifting Village. It keeps going in and out of like major and minor sounds, and I'm always a sucker for that. I think it's just interesting and also a bit dark. I like the dark sounds. You bookmark my song list? Well, that makes me more motivated to keep adding to it. Oh my god, another new Prime? I've been getting a handful of new subs lately, and it's just making my heart so warm. Thank you so much for Diligence Media. Are you a media company? Oh, the piece has started. Oops. Diligence Media, you get to pick a song from the song list if that's something you'd like. Just let me or Ahmad know. It was a tense little vibrato, but it was a fourth finger vibrato at the end there. I'm still trying to do those vibrato exercises every day. For Chonk Witch, you asked for a S tier piece, in my opinion. I feel like anything from Octopath Traveler is just S tier. It's so good. Thank you, CEO Samsung, for the follow, as well as Diligence Media. And I was reading while I was playing. Media is the company that I coordinate mentor for Crisis Cloud. Lifelong musician myself here. Lots of respect for what you do. Thank you. Thank you very much. What do you play for Crisis Cloud? Octopath's gameplay is only surpassed by its soundtrack. I actually haven't played Octopath Traveler before, I'm gonna be honest. I've played a handful of things on the song list, but not everything. But for Demix, thank you for resub for 21 months. Thank you. That gives you a priority request. If there's something you'd like to hear, just let me know. For Lamoralio, do you think we have free will, or are we condemned to a similar pattern of experiencing music? I think that I'm gonna take this question on. There's certain things in music that we can all agree on. For example, a note on the keyboard was pressed down by my notebook. Something like 5-to-1 chord progression. Oh, we got a spicy little organ. Okay. I don't want this baseball vibe. So a 1-4-5 progression. 5-to-1 is one of the strongest pulls that a chord progression can have. It's actually called a cadence, is when there's a certain combination of chords. So unanimously, I think we can all agree that a 5 chord sounds like it wants to go to a 1. If I play a piece and go and stop there, wouldn't you be like, finish your sentence? I think most people's ears would agree that you want to go back here. So with something like that, I do think we'd all experience some degree of music the same. However, when it comes to even things like certain keys, certain amounts like timbres and voices, some voices are going to hit someone emotionally a bit differently. So there's some theory rules of music that I think are pretty across the board. But for the most part, I do think our own free interpretation is really kind of individual. I don't know if that answered the question well enough, but let's see. So I loved the soundtrack for Octopath Traveler enough where I gave it its own binder. Well, it shares a binder with Bravely Default because I think both of the soundtracks are quite similar. They change keys within a certain distance of music. Like both of them, even for a 1-minute theme, will change tone centers. And the orchestration is quite similar. So if you're a fan of Octopath Traveler, also check out Bravely Default. I think you'll really enjoy it. I can play you 1 or 2 Bravely Default tracks after this if you're curious. But first, we have our priority request for Chonk Witch. And Cyrus the Scholar theme was actually the first song I ever heard from Octopath Traveler. It was recommended by someone in chat. And it started off my love and deep dive into the soundtrack, where I've now learned a huge chunk of the soundtrack. It me! Have a bit of tea before we get going. You can hear my voice is a bit scratchy again. It's just the allergy stuff. I did do my vocal warm-ups, but I've been getting a little bit lightheaded sometimes when I sing too much, so we're just going to act accordingly with that while we get through the beginning of the spring season for me. Mikoff, I've been welcome. Berkeley, eh? That's awesome. Always wanted to go, but life had other ideas. Was lucky enough to play at a high school jazz invitational in Boston with. Do you mean BOCO? Like Boston Conservatory? I don't know if I know BCom. Never forget what the campus felt like. I'm very grateful for Berkeley. I will say there's elements about the school that were really challenging. Oh, Berkeley College of Music. Oops, I should have been able to figure that one out. God. Jeez Louise. I've never heard it said as an acronym. I don't know. I blame the Claritin I'm on. Your favorite music to play is Octopath. It's up there with the song list. I really enjoy Octopath Traveler 2. I love playing over the Final Fantasy tracks as well. Those are probably... Oh, and Xenoblade Chronicles. I love playing over the Xenoblade Chronicles soundtrack so much. Song for a Stranger, welcome. And Flywa? Maybe? I'm a Mainer. We have Northeastern School of Communications, and then a few hours south you have Berklee College of Music, so local shorthand is NESCOM and BCom. I think in general, as a streamer, when I see... Do I even have makeup on? Are you messing with me? I feel like I'm wearing more makeup than I usually do. Love your shirt. Thank you. It's Godzilla attacking Nashville. I don't know why I displayed my shirt with my shoulders up like this. I'm not a model. Okay, cool, Celeste. Sorry I got self-conscious. I think I've been recently trying to do the cat eye liner, and I can't tell if I like myself in it or not. And it's so hard to do, dude. That's the proper shirt pose. Well, when I finalize my first round of merch this weekend, that's how I will display all of them in photos for you. Girl, looks good on you. Thank you. Thank you, Celeste. Dana! It's good to see you. I was gonna say it's been a bit. Was abroad and couldn't catch streams. Happy to see you again. You seem like quite the traveler for Dana. I feel like I've heard about like 2 places you've been at least. Do you ever play at gigs in Nashville? Yes, I do. At this stage, probably once every like month or every 2 months. I've been slowing down a little bit on some of my live gigs because one of my bands is working on recording our next album, and I've been focusing a bit more time on getting ready for my own individual live set, which at this point requires me doing a lot of research about different pickups because the current one I'm having is just not sounding good doing violin loops with my amp. The amp's great, but the pickup, I think we need to upgrade. So I'm looking at a really nice pickup, but I'm trying to do some more research to see if it will also be able to work for the live bands I do. So I'm trying to figure that out. I go back and forth between US and Europe pretty frequently. Is it for work or pleasure or both? For Ballfrag, thank you. Jeff, welcome. I always display my shirts by T-posing. I mean, you know, it really leaves all open. For Songs for a Stranger, I originally grew up outside of Boston, Massachusetts, and I moved down to Nashville, Tennessee 10 years ago to pursue being a full-time musician. Established dominance by T-posing. Interesting. Violin pickups. Is that the only way to play at noisy events? If you're playing an acoustic violin, yes. If you try to play into like a live microphone like this, it's probably not going to work. You'll probably get some feedback. So the options would be getting a pickup like this one, where you see there's a wire connected to the bridge. It picks up the vibrations of the instrument and gets sent here where I can plug it into an amp. Or you can get a clip-on microphone designed for close live range performance. That's the kind I'm looking into now. But some of the bands I play with are really loud, so I'm worried about drums being picked up in the mic. That clip-on mic would be perfect though for my live loops. I guess I could keep this on and just clip on the microphone one when I loop. I don't know. I'm in the research stage right now. Euphemism for wonder, welcome. Also for Crisis, I think, and I hope no one takes this personally, if you have pride in your state, I think Maine might be my favorite state. I absolutely adore the state of Maine. I think it is so beautiful, and the woods up there are just so rich and deep, and the view of the sky, like the stars are so beautiful up there. The seasons, fall in the Maine is like, ugh. In summer, it's not like boiling hot and you get to go swimming, and I absolutely love Maine. I like dream that I can retire there one day and just like live in a cute little cabin. I love Maine, dedicated most of my adult life to the music scene here. We have a cottage on the coast. Awesome! When I was a kid, I used to go to Monhegan Island with one of my best friends from school. I would love to visit Maine. Maine is beautiful. Since you're a northeastern person, I'm sure you can. I feel like eventually I'll probably end up back north again. But I've definitely made a career and kind of a life for myself down here in Nashville for now, even though I miss my family a lot. For Rodrigo, thank you for 32 months. Good afternoon, Joe dear. It's been a while, but strongly on a 30+ month streak. Thank you very much. Thank you. Please let me know if I can play something for you. I mean, my family's very supportive of me moving away, but I know that they miss me a lot, and they want me to come home, but they understand. But my parents are visiting next month, and they actually lined up this visit to get to see one of my live shows with one of the bands I play with, Creature Comfort. I'm really, really excited to get to show them this band. Creature Comfort's made up of a bunch of boys from Tullahoma, Tennessee, and I just love them. They're so sweet and so kind. They're gentlemen. They always help me carry my amp and the heavy things, and they're really nice. They don't let me walk back to the van by myself at a venue. They're just really, they're good dudes. Do you play fiddle or violin in the band? Kind of a mixture with that one. There's some songs that have a bit more fiddle, folky kind of vibes, but then sometimes I do more like straight, pretty, clean, more classically straightforward types of playing. One of my best friends from college from Portland got to spend a long weekend with her and a group of friends at her family's shared house, which was pretty nice. I also like the architecture up there. Down south, a lot of the homes here are ranches, and I miss just like old wooden 2-story rickety houses. I love that. Hey Dan, how are you? I want to play Titus's theme. It's the only time I've had lobster. Did you like it? And I'm good with never doing that again. Oh, I love lobster. Oh, I can't help it. I'm a Bostonian girl. I love lobster. The claw. I know people say that the tail's the best, but claws, baby. Give me those claws. Sorry, I'm kind of yelling in the mic at you. My bad. Not very polite of me. Where did I put Titus's theme? Oh, I put it before Tizanarkin, that's it. Yeah, the legs are also good too, but they're really hard to get out. When I was a kid, we used to have lobster races where like, we probably only got lobster like twice or like once every 2 years or something. It was like a very special occasion, but we would put them on the floor and we'd have a race. A little morose, yes, but also fun. not been ejected. He's just downstairs right now. Doing all those really long notes is surprisingly stressful. I did attend Berkeley, yes. I know some people think it's kind of cringy with that I still keep these notebooks, like I'm trying to make a statement. I honestly am just really attached to having the matching set. Every semester I get a new binder, and they're so satisfying all together. I'm really enjoying doing... I watch so many songwriting videos from professors there. Like, oh, what's his name? I have his book in my closet. Songwriting book. Pat. What's his name? Pat Pattison. Did you watch some? Yeah, Pat Pattison, yeah. He actually is the reason I ended up in Nashville. He organizes a trip every year at Berkeley where he takes, I don't know how big of a group, maybe like 40 of us, all on a bus, and we go down to Nashville. And we got to go to Warner Brothers studios, like their recording studios. And he arranged to have a bunch of different speakers come in, like different songwriters, producers, instrumentalists, everybody that he could find in the music business to give us seminars, and we would just take notes. And then we would get to do tours of studios around Nashville and kind of just give us the opportunity to see if it might be the right place for us to end up. And after doing the trip, I was like, yep, I am moving to Nashville. So thanks, Pat Pattison. The bus ride home was really rough, though, because I really wanted to go to a White Castle because I don't have those up north. And I ate a bunch of White Castle and then had to sit in the last row of the bus, and I felt really sick. Otherwise, the trip was awesome, though. Hey, Scotty. I ended up having, like... I didn't puke, but I felt like I wanted to. You know when you want to, but your body's like, no, you're gonna just suffer with it. That's how I felt. But I was just teary-eyed. I remember on the bus ride home, which was of course like 14 hours or something, because I didn't want to leave. I really enjoyed it, and I brought my violin, of course, and I did a bunch of jams with a bunch of different people, and I just had the best time. I legit wonder if you've crossed paths with one of my early musical mentors. He's a fiddle, violin player, but he's based out of PA, sorry. What's his name, by any chance? A lot of people are surprised with the teachers I was lucky enough to study with at Berklee, too. They're actually got their books here. I went to the violin store and I saw their books and was like, those are my teachers! Since most programs for music in college are based around classical repertoire, Berklee is among one of a handful of schools that specializes in more of just like all of the genres, more of like the business of being a musician and how to make it in the current music industry. So they offer a lot of different genres that you can't get at other schools. And Berklee has acquired a fantastic faculty, especially for their strings. So I got to study with this sweet, wonderful man, Daryl Anger. And even though Anger's in his name, he's the nicest man in the whole world. And he has his own renditions of bluegrass solos in here. And then this is Matt Glazier, who is also one of like the leading, like mostly Americans, like kind of folk Appalachian styled violin players in the country. And Bruce Molsky, I got to have a one-on-one with. I was too nervous, though. My hand was shaking. But he was really nice. So I'm very grateful that I got to work with those people. Chim Chim Cherie and to Xanarkin. Did I say to Xanarkin, or did someone else want that? DCD, thank you for gifting that sub, by the way. Let me do to Xanarkin real quick. I don't know if I mentioned it. Maybe I did. I feel like I'm talking like a mile per minute today. I'm sorry if I'm like hard to keep up with. To Xanarkin, and then we'll do Chim Chim Tree. Phoenixinity? Thank you for the follow. I'm glad you guys enjoyed that. Dana, thank you for 500 bits. You still get a priority request if that's something you want. Autoplay loves to do this Final Fantasy one after that. So I mentioned before that I am kind of working through some pretty severe seasonal allergies. So I'm going to do my best with singing. I might have to put breaks in between singing songs because I just get a bit lightheaded. Nothing to be concerned about at all. It's just kind of what happens every March for me when the pollen comes out. But I'm going to do my very best. Okinawa? Is that Japan? No. Oh, did this keyboard die? Hello? Let me turn it on and off. Oh, there it goes. Yes. I really badly want to go see Japan one day. Just crying over here, sneezing and coughing. I don't get as much of the... Yeah, after I do this one, I'll do the new Baldur's Gate song I learned, Dana. I really love playing it, so I like any opportunity to do it. Scotty, I don't know if I said hello yet. It's wonderful to see you. I hope you're well. Instead of like the itchy, I get a little bit of itchy eyes, but it's mainly my lips. My lips are just dry and itchy all the time. And the worst thing has just been the short of breath, and my lungs are a bit sore. But I've seen many a doctor about this, and they all say it's kind of just severe allergies and it's nothing to worry about. Last time I did this was so slow. Hello, Fast, how are you? Do that. How are you doing? Kimchi's currently sunbathing in his favorite spot of the house. In his favorite little cat bed. I gotta get him, I think, the next size up of this one. I had a big one downstairs, and I got these when he was a kitten, but they're smaller than I thought they were, so I might need to get him the next size up. I think he's done growing, though. He's still, like, not really that big of a cat. My last cat, Baloo's, for those who remember Baloo, he was a big boy. And everyone always told me that Baloo had a huge head. And I was like defensive about it. I was like, he doesn't have a big head. Like, he has a huge head. Like, no. Poor Baloo. Well, there is a part of my merch, a small part of it, that might have a little homage to Mr. Baloo. All the merch is just Baloo. You guys are like, I don't think she's doing okay. I don't think she's accepted the loss of her cat. Just a bit of dark humor. Don't mind me. Click this button. I click this button. All right. Nods in dark humor. I like a bit of dark humor here and there.
got a burp though. We'll cut that part out.
Jiminy, Jiminy, Jim, Jim, Cherry. The sweep is as lucky can be. Jim, Jiminy, Jim, Jiminy, Jim, Jim, Cherry. Good luck will rub off when I shake hands with you. Now as the ladder of life has been strung, you might think the sweep's on the bottommost rung. Though I spend me times in the ashes and smoke, in this so wide world there's no lucky up below. Now as the ladder of life has been strung, you might think the sweep's on the bottommost rung. Though I spend me times in the ashes and smoke, in this whole wide world there's no lucky up below.
Did I do that twice? I think I did.
The smoke is all below the curve. Between pavement and stars is the chimney sweep's world. But there's hardly no day, hardly no night. These things half in shadow and halfway in light. Jim, Jiminy, Jim, Jiminy, Jim, Jim, Jim. When you're with the sweet love company, nowhere is there more happier crew than them what sings Jim, 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 Jim. Jim, Jiminy, Jim, 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 Jim. Jim, Jiminy, Jim, Jiminy, Jim, Jim, Jim. When you're with the sweet young good company, nowhere's there more happier crew than them what sings Jim, 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 Jim. Jim, Jiminy, Jim, 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 Jim. Jim, Jiminy, Jim, Jiminy, Jim, Jim, Jim. When you're with the sweet young good company, nowhere's there more happier crew than them what sings Jim, 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 Jim. Jim, Jiminy, Jim, 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 Jim.
All right, for first one singing today, we're feeling okay with these little throat things going on. For Becca, thank you. You should sing more. I have a very complicated, I think as many people do, I guess, relationship with my singing voice. I don't trust my singing voice, I think is probably the easiest way for me to put it, where I'm just realizing that I'm not using all my air when I'm singing because I'm nervous, so then I cut off my air supply. But I'm trying to do a lot more just active practice with singing and more exercises and trying to break through this barrier that I've kind of made in my own mind with it. Juno, welcome. How are you today? Euphemism for wonder. I love those little toothless emotes. They're so cute. Let's see. How about I do another singing one? Oh, I was going to do Last Light. Yes, let's do that. Let me get that started. Dun, dun, dun. Here it is. I think I'm going to try my new transcription after this. It's called A Friend on My Mind from Xenoblade Chronicles. We actually listened to it together on stream. It was just like on a backing playlist. And I stopped everything. I like forgot I was on stream and just closed my eyes and listened to it. And it made me really happy. So I learned it this morning and I'm excited to get to play it for the first time. Because I haven't even played it yet. I just heard out the music. Thank you so much for... Oh, and we just got a raid, Pedra, for the raid, for the follow and the raid from Eva Guitar. Thank you so much. Welcome, raiders. I was just about to play a song I learned from Baldur's Gate, if you're interested in that. For raiders, while I load up this track, welcome. My name's Joe, and I play over video game soundtracks. I also make loop arrangements of covers and sing on top of them. So if any of that interests you, I hope you'll consider getting cozy. I am always working on new stuff. And I play a lot of the different instruments on the loop arrangements. For the video game stuff, I usually just play over the original soundtrack on violin. But I also do loopy doops with piano and banjo and bass and guitar and lots of stuff. was having a bit of trouble getting the balance of volume right. I hope that was okay. The track seemed maybe like it was too loud for a bit. For Chroniker Project, thank you very much for the follow. Thank you. For I have a guitar, if there's something I can play for you, or is it Eva? Please feel free to correct me. I apologize if I'm saying it wrong. If there's something I could play for you to say thank you for the raid, please let me know. For Joe is bro. Joe is bro. That me. Oh, like Eva. Okay, great. Phew. So I was saying, this morning I learned a new one that I wanted to play for you. I write out all my music myself. I listen to it and write out what I hear. And I'm very excited to play this one. I haven't played it on the violin yet. I just wrote out the music before stream because I really wanted to do it. And this is called A Friend on My Mind from Xenoblade Chronicles, which is one of my favorite soundtracks to play over. I've been asked a couple times what my favorites are, and I think it would be Xenoblade Chronicles, Final Fantasy as a series. I know that's like a big umbrella term. And Octopath Traveler. Oh, I'm excited.
Oh, that's hard, that high note.
But hey, for a first time through it, I think that's pretty okay. Pretty okay. For Eva, I saw that you asked for Once Upon a December. You got it. Also, Gemixie, thank you for a resub for 3 months. That also gives you a priority request. With my allergies, I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to sing this today, but I'm going to try. Here we go. Also, I'm going to really quickly just turn my thermostat up a bit. It's getting a bit warm in here. Nashville's starting to heat up. And with all the equipment and stuff. So I'm going to run out for not even a minute, just long enough for me to click the button on the thermostat. And when we get back, we'll do a Once Upon a December real quick. Thanks, y'all. Okay, I'm back. Yeah, it was 70 degrees up here. For me, that is too hot. Let's see. Once Upon a December needs a 3/3 template. And I have the music right here. I'm just loading it up, y'all. Hi and bye for Bungie. I hope you're having a nice day. Or I guess it's just Bunge. I don't think I see an I at the end there. Blarg. They're saying it's corrupt. That means I need to restart the computer. Okay, I gotta restart the computer. I'm really sorry. It's not gonna turn stream off. This is the computer for looping. We did already do a loop today, but it just decided right now that it's upset. So I am going to take a break while this happens. My apologies, everybody. But when we come back, I will jump in right away with Once Upon a December, and then we will do Pan's Labyrinth's Lullaby for Gem. I'm excited to do that one. It's been a bit. Yes, Blame. Let's see. This track's about to run out, so let me go back to my little ongoing playlist. Back to our jazzy video game cafe vibes. Yeah, this computer's been a little feisty. Tripwire's offered for like months to help me, and I still haven't taken her up on that, which is my fault, but there's a lot of things, a lot of plates spinning at once. I will, I promise. First we gotta get merch done this weekend. But anyway, I will be back in just a couple minutes, y'all. I'm just gonna use the restroom and drink some, I might put on some tea water. What a delightful track to come back to. This sounds like maybe Professor Layton. Only a shadow! Welcome back! We have a very special guest. The Kimchi. Hello, Bimbies. Did you wake up from your nap? Have you come to cause mayhem? For, Only a Shadow, you get a priority request with 500 bits. You've been in NYC the last few. I hope you had a good time. Now I'm home. Last Light was already played, so can you do Bard Dance for a Weary Traveler? You got it. I have 2 priority requests to get to first, and then we will go into that. Hey, Bim Bims. Did you have a nice nap? You did? Oh, that's great. So we will see if Kimchi behaves. He had 2 Good Boy streams last week. You can use your points to see if Kimchi will be evacuated from the room for jumping on the monitor or the no-no spot. And if he doesn't, then you're a good boy. But if you do the no-no things and I gotta kick you out, because that's bad boy behavior. There's not really a great place I can put the mic where you can still see him. I apologize for that. I try to at least get his like little face down here. My Kimchi. Cathedora, I can tell you what that last one was. It was Prisma Cafe from Paper Mario Color. Prisma Cafe. I put on some tea water as I went to turn it on, but it only filled up this much of my mug. And I don't want to waste that tea bag, so that will go. That will be ready in just a second. While that's doing that, I will load up Once Upon a December. Again, we're going to see how my singing voice goes today. I'm having pretty gnarly pollen allergies, but that tea bag is throat coat, so we'll see how that goes for us. Are you giving yourself a bath, little guy? Good boy. Once Upon a December. Kimchi does this thing that is very cute, but also really gross. And I don't know how I feel about it. But when he hears my alarm go off in the morning, he runs in the room, all excited, because he knows I'm gonna wake up. and he starts licking at my eyelids. No other part of my face, just the eyelids, when I try and sleep a little longer. And it's good because it gets me out of bed and is kind of cute, but also is really gross and uncomfortable. So I don't really know how I feel about it yet. Why do you like eyelids? Is it the eyelashes? So you're trying to like clean the hair? He just sat down all comfy. Sweetheart, I gotta pick you up, honey. I hope you consider going into your bed or your cat tree while I play music for a while, okay? Let's see how he does. You have anything you want to say to everybody? No. Okay, that's okay. Oh, the headphone popped out of its little spot. Okay. Ugh, I need to wash my hair. I think we're ready to go now. Check, check. Spicy. Thank you. Let me know if I can play you something.
Dancing bears, painted wings, things. Dancing bears, painted wings, things I almost remember. And a song someone sings once upon a December. Someone holds me safe for horses pranced a silver storm, figures dancing gracefully across my memories. Far away, long ago, glowing dim as an ember, things my heart used to know, things it yearns to remember. Someone holds me safe for horses pranced a silver stone, figures dancing gracefully across my memories. Dancing bears, painted wings, things I almost remember. And a song someone sings once upon a December.
Okay. All right, allergy face girl. I feel like I'm still getting these notes out. Since it's been more sensitive lately, I've been doing a lot of humming as my warm-up instead of like actually opening my mouth to sing before we started today. And I think that helped. For Lipiondo, thank you for the follow. Allergy face girl. It's a mess up in here, let me tell you. Excuse me. Next up, I think, was Pan's Labyrinth. So Pan's Labyrinth, let's see. Greetings from Brazil. Very cool. Hello to my new friend in Brazil. I hope you're doing well. I do have some hot sauce. I have some damn good hot sauce. Man, this is probably way too hot. Let me at least see what's going on. Got my cute little Stardew Valley mug today. I ordered the coffee one today so that I can have the set. I feel like Pan's Labyrinth is probably one of my most watched movies. I just like really fell in love with it, even though parts of it are pretty hard to watch. It's a beautiful film, but it's kind of scary at times, and a little graphic. I have a very fond memory of watching it with my dad, just me and him. And there is a very sudden, very gory scene very early on in the film. And I remember both of us just yelling, being like, oh! Well, that wasn't good for the throat. But we were just absolutely horrified. That being said, we love the soundtrack so much that I put it on one of my like little burnt CDs of film soundtracks that me and my mom would listen to in the car when she would drive me to, you know, all the practices that moms have to drive you to. I feel like I've learned that, like, one of my COVID lessons was don't order sushi to be delivered. It's just never as good as when you get it in the place. Like, just the idea of it sitting in the car and just slowly becoming not as appealing. So I only get sushi at a restaurant nowadays. Yeah, sushi delivery is a big no-no. I'm just remembering the chords. So that can all be its own loop, which will cut down on loop time, which is always appealing. So I'll do 2 vertical passes, and then yeah, and that should be loopable too. Okay, great. Hopefully I can do this. Ice cream soup. I never got into ice cream soup. I remember in elementary school, kids always getting so excited when their ice cream got all melted and they would just drink it. I needed that ice creamy, like, thick texture, you know? Otherwise, I was just like, this is milk, and I don't like milk. I still don't like milk. I'm on the oat milk train nowadays. But even then, I only really use it for my cereal. Let's see. Mic input line. Turn this up. Blueberry milk. I remember strawberry milk, not blueberry. All right, let's do it. I mean the milk you left in your fridge. So, oh yeah, my spoiled milk. There was a while in stream I kept putting spoiled milk in my coffee, and it smelled like blueberries. I regret nothing. I regret nothing. Oh, sorry about that. Wrong knob. Okay, just commit to it, girl. I'm gonna hum it, it will be better. I hope. I'm nervous. I feel like my voice can't do this one today. There's a lip sound that I can't allow in that recording. Dry mouth. Okay. And a little slower, I think, is gonna help me.
Ooh, we got there.
Took me a minute though. I always feel so vulnerable singing or humming that melody over it. I got through it though. For Joe, thank you for the bits. And for Only a Shadow for the bits for being weird. I'm pretty good at that one, which I appreciate the recognition for. And yes, I did already do the new transcription today, but maybe I'll do it again later. It was the new one from Xenoblade Chronicles. Let's see. I remember, I think it's in this pile here. Nope, this one. For Will, thank you for the kind words. I really appreciate that. How are you doing today? Here it is. For Night Sprites, thank you. It's Godzilla attacking Nashville. That's the Nashville skyline. Rawr. Weirdly enough, I bought it in a taxidermy shop. Take from that what you will. It's kind of like an avant-garde taxidermy shop. I was there because I was hanging up posters for an event I was playing and put up a poster there. And they were all really nice. That's where I get all my best t-shirts. The avant-garde taxidermy shop. And yeah, they were really nice. They also, every Christmas, do, like the area where you can go take a picture with Santa, but instead you can take a picture with Krampus. And he's like done completely all out with all their cursed taxidermy stuff around it. It's pretty cool. I've done it before. Taken a nice little Christmas picture with Krampus. He was also very nice. Yeah. Thank you for the bits for buying for a Godzilla shirt from a taxidermy shop. Krampus will put you in his bag and take you into his cave. I kept no, I was going to say I kept distance. I didn't. I sat on that man's lap. I guess not man, Krampus. Anyway, Let's do bard dance. Dan, thank you. I keep forgetting that that's still the GIF. I'm on a journey to trade in my car because my car isn't doing so well. Thank you for the dono to make a beautiful 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. My word, that is gorgeous. But Dan, in all seriousness, thank you very, very much. That's really generous. And please let me know if I can play you something to say thank you. I finally printed out the bard dance. I wrote part 2 on it because my first one didn't feel right. So I rewrote my part and it feels a bit better.
I wrote.
Oh, la, la, la. Dun, 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 dun. Ready? I guess the wrong key. I stink at that part. Okay, here we go. Man, I think there's gonna have to be a part 3 of this transcription for me. I wrote out the exact melody that the mandolin was doing in the backing track, but it just feels really weird on the violin. Unless I like switch to mandolin halfway through the song, which visually could be cool. I don't know how practical that would be though. I don't know, we'll work on it. It's already out of tune. So working on mandolin. Maybe I'll try it again later. We don't like practicality nearly as much as we like visually cool. That's honestly a good point. That's like a music business mindset right there. It's true. Let's see. For Dan, I saw that you asked for One Summer's Day. You got it, dude. You got it, dude. Okay, this is a very different vibe. I need to like slow down my brain. We are no longer bard dancing, people. We are sitting quietly, looking at like some chill horizon scape of your choice. I think for me, it's like probably like some field with tall grass waving around. But you can pick whichever one you want. Or if your serene place is a bard dance, then maybe that's where you'll stay, and that's okay. Okay. A little bit of tea. Dan, I'm so sorry Kimchi interrupted that a performance. For those who had the screen minimized, what happened was I was playing, having a jolly old time, and then I see him about to jump on the no-no. So I tried to get up while playing and used my leg as a barrier so he wouldn't do it. But he was not deterred by it, and he did it anyway, and it was very evil. He's evil. I'm taking that eyelid-licking cat to Vegas. The eyelid thing really, again, I think it's just so bizarre, I don't know how to feel about it. I think I want to do a run of this without the track. It is just about Kimchi's dinner time. He's early. He is early. And I don't want to reward his behavior by immediately going down and feeding him after he did no-nos. So I'm going to try that piece without the track behind it and see how that feels. But the boy's got to learn. The boy. The evil boy. He's evil. How do I want to start this note? No vibrato? Man, playing a soft, delicate piece on the violin is so much harder than just like shredding. There's so many different parts of it. Thanks, Shadow. I feel like it exposes every little thing that I don't like about my playing. But the good thing about that is that through that it exposes things that I need to work on. So my hand was super clenched. I was gripping too hard. And I need to work on getting a clean, smooth sound at a piano volume and transitioning that into the louder ones. So it's all good stuff to think about. But at this point, we are at 2.5 hours, which is when I take my second break. My breaks are only a couple of minutes, so I won't be gone long. But This will be a good chance for me to feed the feral creature living in my house, also known as Kimchi, and drinking some more water. And then we'll figure out where we want to go from there. Evan, I'm really enjoying this like video game cafe jazzy playlist. Feed him some fresh tuna. He doesn't like tuna. Don't know if you guys have cats that like will be so picky about their freaking food. I got the variety pack and he only wants the chicken, and now I have all this beef and salmon and tuna. Kimchi goes, no, give me chicken. Maybe to punish him, I'll give him the tuna for jumping on the no-nos. You jumped on no-nos, therefore you get smelly tuna. Deal with it. Got him. Okay, I'm gonna take my break really quick. Mine don't usually like the fish flavors. Poultry, yeah, chicken's like the reliable. You liked it without the track for slurp? Thank you. Maybe I'll try and bring more of that back. I have in the past done like a couple times a stream, playing through pieces without the track, is it's really good for me to do, because then I can hear all the little details in the violin that I want to try and get better at. So maybe I'll try and do more of that. People like it. Okay, I'm gonna go feed the beast, and I will be back in just a couple minutes, everybody. Thank you. Hello. Hi, back. Boop. Thanks, y'all, for letting me take that quick break. Kimchi's been fed. I cracked the door a little bit if he wants to try again, but he will be ejected if he decides to be a little trouble nuisance boy. Let's see. I'm kind of craving doing some Final Fantasy X. Let's do Eunice Decision. This one always feels really nice. I'm not sure how much longer I'm going to be going. I don't feel fantastic right now, if I'm being completely honest. I'm okay, but I have a pretty bad headache from just stinky poopy allergies. I try to at least do 3 hours every stream. No. Don't worry about it. Nothing will happen. I have no idea what you're talking about. see what I could remember off the top of my head with that. Thanks, Fast. I probably should wrap it up soon. Yes, we are going to be doing a morning stream tomorrow at 10 a.m. I want to get to that 3-hour marker still, though. I've been trying my best to keep a healthy balance between how much work I do on camera versus off camera. Again, I really want to get better at dividing my time with more recordings for YouTube and stuff. I've gotten a lot of recording done, but then with the hired stuff I did, I had to put it on hold for a bit. So I'm working on finding that like magic recipe of the most efficient use of my time. And I find myself always beating myself out for not having that figured out yet. But there's just so many things I want to do, and I'm trying. Another thing I'm working on, though, is being able to put my head on the pillow at the end of the day and accept that what I did that day is enough. And that one is not settling in yet. I'm having to work really hard at it, but with therapy, we're trying to get there. I just have so many big things I want to try and do, and I put a lot of pressure on myself, too, I think, to, like, upkeep what I'm doing here on Twitch and make sure I'm continuing to grow and provide something that's evolving, but still trying to find that balance, I guess. I'm also trying not to just be hard on myself with this pollen stuff going on too. Let's do Frontier Village Dolly. Thanks for letting me open up for a second. I just always feel like I'm not doing enough. Let's see. Frontier Village Dolly. This is like one of my ultimate comfort songs. Night, Dan. honestly, even though I do feel that kind of pressure I put on myself every day of being worried I'm not doing enough, it does feel really good in moments like that last one to feel like I can hear and recognize that my playing is getting better and that all the hours I put in every week off camera are starting to show. I know it's obviously more noticeable for me. It's like I'm the one, I guess, hearing everything all the time, and some of you might pop in for different pockets for each stream. I hope people can hear that it's getting better. But I can tell that my volume and tone today has been fuller than it usually is. So I'm going to try my best to focus on that. Let's do Crossing Those Hills. Here we go. Hello, dog. She's Irish, maybe? I got a good amount of Irish blood. My grandmother was from Ireland. And with that, I'm gonna call that one my last one for today, y'all. I know today's stream was a little bit shorter, but I think I need to listen to my body right now. Even though I want to keep going. Mello, what's up? For anyone who is new today, thank you very much for giving my stream a chance. I hope you consider following and coming back sometime. I'm gonna work on getting the merch finalized this weekend, which I'm very excited about. I'm also really nervous about, but I'm excited to get my first round of merch ever out into the world. If you are new, I hope you consider following, coming back sometime. I'm always working on new stuff. We had a new Xenoblade song today, and I will be live tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. for anyone who would like some morning music. Let's take a look at who is online. We got, let's see here. Bum, 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 bum. Yeah, I noticed that too, Pencils. That's the way to go, I think. There is a charity stream happening currently. So let's go give some love. The Natalie page. Oh. The Natalie. There we go. I did it. Everybody, thank you again so very much. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your evening. And I'm gonna go cuddle Mr. Kimchi, even though he did the no-nos today, but maybe he'll be better tomorrow. Yes, everyone blow your nose. Is good for face. Okay, bye-bye.